You're still watching Inside, and on the media review segment today, we shall be taking a look at proliferation of media outfits. Is this a threat to the journalism profession or a move in the right direction? And my guest here is the CEO, FCT Alert Magazine, Ekene Ezepue. He will be providing answers to some of our questions on this segment. It's nice to have you on Inside.
Good to have. Thank you.
All right, when we talk about proliferation of media outfits, is this a move in the right direction or a threat to journalism?
It's a two-way thing when you look at it from the information, like unearthing some of the things that people don't know, good. But in terms of the negativity that accrues with it, that comes along with it, bad, you understand? So when like this xenophobic attack that people are clamoring for in South Africa, you know, before this videos started surfacing online, you know, there have been some of the things going on, making rounds. Like these videos has been, some of them are fresh, while some of them are old, you know. But the fact is, if those videos doesn't come out, you wouldn't know that things like that are actually happening. You understand? But in terms of how it's been it filters online, you know, if it had to be a way that it can be curtailed, that would be fine and fantastic. Okay.
Now, before the advent of the internet, the traditional means of getting information used to be the radio and the TV. Now we have the internet TV, internet radio, you stream live, we have the platforms, social media platforms, your WhatsApp, Twitter, and their likes. Now, people like to share information without verifying. Don't you think this is a threat to the profession?
It's actually a threat to the profession. Like, will I say, initially used to be two media, you understand? It used to be electronic and print media. But the new generation now brought online media. That's making it three, you understand? So now, I don't think there's any law at the moment, for now, guiding those excesses that comes along with all this proliferation of some of the videos or information online. You understand? So, but I think the NCC are now beginning to and the national assemblies and all that are now beginning to make law that can be able to curtail and see how they can be able to nip some of these fake news and all that in the bud and see how best they can be able to handle it. Okay.
Now, you talked about MCC and then we have NBC doing their thing. You own a media outfit for FCT Magazine. How do you regulate what goes on your magazine? Who checks? Who verifies? So that brings me to the issue of regulation. Are key players in the media industry doing their job? We have SWAN, we have Guild of Editors, we have NUJ, we have different chapters of the associations, Women Journalists, Muslim Journalists Association, Christian Association of Journalists. What do they do? What are they doing to ensure that what goes on air, what goes on the paper, what streams online are regulated and they are facts, not just trying to make money?
Actually, I am of the opinion that I don't really belong in most of these associations you talked about.
Why?
But still, NUJ, I'm an affiliate of NUJ still, you understand? But the fact that I don't belong there does not mean that you should be giving out fake news. You understand? If you want your platform to be credible, and if you want your platform to be a force to be reckoned with, you have to practice, you have to put up the best practice out there. You understand? Because people, when they see news, they'll be like, another fake news. Where is this one coming from? You understand? I have to verify it. But if it's coming from Sun, like Sun is online, Daily Times, they are all online. Most of these newspapers you see, they are all online as well. You understand? But the fact is, when you see a news coming from the Sun, you know that it's a verified news. You know that this particular news is actually coming from a reputable media platform. You understand? But when it's coming from an organization that you don't know. You just see it. You have to verify first, you know. So there are some of these news, when it comes to you, you have to check some of the platform to know if they are actually, like when they say that Robert Mugabe passed on, you understand? The first one, it's been trending before the man actually died, you understand? That the man, sometimes it's to just surface that the man is dead, you know, but you don't just rush out there and put it on your DP or on your profile,
on your timeline,
or your timeline or your status that Robert Mugabe, without verifying it. So we owe it to ourselves to, you know, to sometimes verify some of the things that we get on our phones before posting it out there too. So most of the times, people like us, you understand, that are starting wants to build a real reputation for ourselves by being able to dish out some of the information that people will like, and it's verifiable when you check it online as well.
Okay, verification is key.
Yeah.
All right, now let's talk about licensing of media outfits.
Okay.
We have the private and then we have the government. They are all licensed to carry information, share, and then now we have some private stations that their contents are disturbing. They hit up the polity. And you wonder, who regulates this? Who saw this? Why is this coming on air? Why is this on the newspaper? What can we do as players in the industry? How can we stop? Fine, they have the right to, of course, spin whatever they want to, but there's still control. At what point do we need regulation?
Actually, you know that like some of these media platforms or media bodies, they have what they call eyewitness reports. You understand? So most of the eyewitness reports is just like what happens around your vicinity. Okay. You understand? So you'll be like first person to see it, you record it, you post it.
You want to share first.
You want to share, you want to be the first to share. And then the media body that receives it first will still want to be the first to circulate it online without verifying it and all that, you know. So that is actually where the problem comes from. They want to actually tell the street, you understand, that they are actually part of this information gathering mechanism. You understand that they have the news at their fingertips, or if they want to get their voice out there, that their phone can be a tool to get their informations out there. You understand? So, and by the time they do it, the professionals, you know, seeing the weights of what they were able to receive, will be like, wow, let me just post this in and be the first to get the likes and all that, you know, and that's what is causing all the problems.
No, but really, do we need to share everything?
We mustn't, but you know, information is power, like people say, you understand? So people that are into this media business knows that the more information you get and the more reputation you get, you know, you're being renowned and people knows you.
Okay, now that brings me to the issue of publicity stunts. People do it all the time.
Yeah.
They have a medium through which they can get their money. When you open, when I open the site, and then by the time you get there, you're like, it actually did really happen. How can we stop this from happening, really? A group comes up and then they're like, oh, we have broken up. Meanwhile, they have not. A couple is there doing their thing. Oh, they've broken up. Before you go, you rush to the site to watch. Oh, they actually haven't broken up. So why are we passing, sharing fake news?
Yeah, this publicity stunt is more like people trying to get their names and their craft out there. Like there was this musician back in the days that faked his own death. You understand? Out of the blue, I don't know how they did it, and people started feeling sorry that this artist has passed on. One musician in this country, we saw it happen. You know. I, for one, I don't even know if Bobrisky is actually a guy or a woman. You understand? I see all that as publicity stunts. Bobrisky that people are seeing and like turning feeling somehow. How can this guy be? Bobrisky might still be putting that particular act there, whereas Bobrisky might have a woman at home. You understand? A
normal person.
A normal person indoor and a different person outdoor. So that is publicity.
All right. That will be a talk for another day. All right, Ekene, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for coming to our studio.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
Thank you.
Don't forget, know what you share. Please don't just share.